Bruh, I see all this shit every single day on Twitter. I'll go on Twitter. Every single day, it's always some like, Jada Pinkett Smith reveals Tupac and Will Smith would have been great friends. I'm like, yo, that's so fucking disrespectful.
Yeah.
I saw one. This one was fake. I don't know if it was fake. I haven't paid attention to it at all because I'm like, I'm done with this woman. This woman is like, she's fucking like like Dr. Evil, bro.
Right. She's the final boss of relationship, of toxic relationship. She's
literally.
She's there.
You know, so it was one of those things where what was it? It was like Jada Pinkett Smith reveals she used to sell crack.
Yes, I did see that.
Is that real?
I don't know if it's real. Okay. I don't know if it's real.
Yeah, so
I'm not sure. I did see that. I didn't respond to it or anything. I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot of times in which there could be a bunch of fake headlines. I didn't hear about that in particular, but I did see that. I did see
my
that.
My one take on all of this, it's like, yeah, she sucks bad. I tweeted, this got to be the worst woman of all time. But it's kind of Will Smith's fault for allowing it. Cause your woman will only do what you allow, what you let her get away with. So if she's doing all this shit, it's like, it's cause you're allowing her to push the boundary on you and you're just letting her do whatever. And when you're letting her do whatever, you have no control of the relationship, then fuck. Are you surprised she's gonna do this shit?
It starts from the beginning because I've seen a number of her interviews, right? Because they got married in '97, so now that would put them at 26 years. She revealed years ago on her Red Table Talk that the wedding day, she didn't want to have a marriage.
Yeah, because she just got pregnant.
Right, because they only got married because she had gotten pregnant. She didn't want to have a marriage. Her mother had to pretty much not force her, but coerce her to go through with the entire situation. She cried her entire wedding day.
But you don't say
everything,
that.
right? You never say anything like that publicly. Furthermore, since Tupac had passed, Jada had constantly talked about their relationship, but it's always been framed as platonic. From day one, she always said they were never anything. Recently, she had came out and said, well,
soulmate.
Tupac not only was the soulmate, but he had proposed when he was in prison. Said that's a very interesting time frame to now bring this up now. Now, granted, overall, I think it's just a marketing move just to push her, releasing book and get as much eyes on it. But my biggest issue that I have with Jada is the entirety of her relationship with Will, it could be kept behind closed doors. It doesn't need to be put in front of the public, especially that she's had revealed that her and Will were separated in 2016. I call bullshit on that. Because when she had the Red Table Talk about the entanglement with August Alsina in 2020, she, or I should say Will, in the midst of their conversation specified, oh, we were separated then. Then is past tense. So either you're no longer together or you're still together. There's no gray area because he said we were separated then. So which one is it? Moreover, if you felt comfortable bringing up a possible affair and a bevy of different things within the relationship, the separation was the thing that you said, oh no, I got to hold on to this. I can't bring this to the public. Like, who determined the barometer of what was considered
but I think there's a level of disrespect too, because like I saw it was like on Will Smith's birthday, she posted a video of her and Tupac on Will Smith's birthday.
Yeah. Oh, even more. She Willow, her daughter, wrote letters to Tupac. Willow was born in the year 2000.
Bruh.
Tupac's corpse is cold. You never met this man. You're writing letters. What are the conversations in the house? And like you said, I don't have a lot of sympathy for Will because we're talking about grown adults here.
Yeah.
Right? So this is more of a consequence of your emotional actions. But there comes a point where I gotta look at their relationship, and when does Will ever actually put his foot down like, wait a minute, this shouldn't be for the public?
I think this is where it gets complicated, right? One, I do agree it shouldn't be for the public. Regardless of, let's say it's all marketing, it doesn't fucking matter. You don't smear, you don't drag someone's name through the mud like that, even if it is for marketing, because ultimately it's your family, you got kids and shit, like there's well-beings at stake. But I think this is where it gets complicated, because if I were in Will Smith's position and all this shit was happening, bro, I'd go hard. I'd be fucking I'll be getting paparazzi to snap pictures of me fucking at restaurants with all these fucking models, like what Tom Brady did when he got a divorce. He was literally everywhere. He was like smashing Kim Kardashian. He was with model here. He was with the model there. That's how you handle a divorce.
Right. Allegedly, of course. But he was outside.
People look at it and they're like, oh yeah, his wife took an L on that.
Yeah.
If I'm Will Smith, I'm handling that. And then this is the craziest part, because this is just PR talking now. But they're like, oh, what do you think about what Jada said? I'd be like, oh, to be honest, I don't pay attention. I'm just living my life. And then boom, you're out with different models in restaurants and paparazzi snapping.
But that
and they're like,
works.
Will Smith is a winner.
That works if they actually separate and they had divorce.
No,
I think if they're just, because remember, they had the news of the separation and everything. Now, granted, he could do all of that, but at the same time, I think it doesn't work if you're still together.
Why
if
not?
you're now
Why not?
apart,
Why
then it
doesn't
could
it
work.
work?
I don't think it works.
Why doesn't it work?
Because at that point, you still go back to that.
This is the way I would look at it though. No, because then now, if Will Smith did that, you know what Jada does? She starts acting right. She's not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna act out even more, because what? She's gonna perpetuate the issue, and it's gonna get worse for her. Because like if Will Smith does that, if that's his response to her acting out, she'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
But then it would all be public. But it would still be in the public eye. I think
What
it's
would be
still
in the public eye?
No, because at what point does Will go out and then begin the whole philandering? When
so
would
let's
that
say he
happen?
did that, right?
Okay.
She has two options. She can either shut her mouth, or she can keep talking. But now it's like, cool. Now you're actually separated. Now it's like a public thing. You're gonna make it public anyways. You're gonna say we're separated. All right, let's be separated. But if I do this and you're like, you know what? When he did that, I realized I didn't want to lose him, and we found our way back together. You create like a storyline.
That could be somewhat repairable, but I think that the damage was already so severe.
I think it does good. It does wonders for Will's image as well. Like for Will, that's the best case scenario for him, because then people will look at it and be like, you know what, Will Smith, we thought you were a cuck, but listen, you doing your thing, my boy. That's like how it would work.
Because I think for him, since there's nothing else that's public outside of, what was it, like Margot Robbie, where he had an opportunity with her or whatever the case was, and they said he fumbled or whatever the case is. But overall, I think what the biggest problem, also, she had stated that with the Chris Rock situation that happened at the Oscars and everything, she said that he made a pass at her, which I find that, no, before. I think it was before. So it's one of those situations where you're kind of on the fence about it. I don't know if Will stepping out and philandering would have definitely aided in getting Jada to now act right, because this all starts from the beginning. I think in 97, 95, 96, from when they were dating, it would have to be relatively corrected then to avoid anything now.
I think she's been waiting 20 years for him to fucking be a man and stand up for himself, and he's just been like, Jada, whatever you want for 20 years straight.
But then if that's the case, then how long are things gonna happen?
This is just bubbling up.